Yeah, thank you so much, guys. All right. Let's back to the our live stream, guys. We're just going to tune in and join this kind of the live stream in a humble way. Let's join this kind of a live stream by giving a live stream a like, and we move forward, backward, never straight forward. And whoever just new into this kind of a session, guys, let's join this kind of a live stream by also subscribing, like, share, and leave a sweet and positive comment to make sure that we are just going to move forward and backward never. Two people already joining this kind of live stream, and they already one like. We are just going. I think now the live stream is just fantastic. Whoever just joining this kind of live stream, just comment. Let me see if now the setting is just correct, because I was just running out to make sure that we are just going to make sure that the setting is just all right, and we are just going to move forward, because into this kind of lesson we are just going to have much of the question, because people are just going to ask some of the question. What is just really Mogesi? 1 2 3 things, 1 2 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we are just going to answering those kind of question as one on one, to make sure that today we are just going to move forward. Fantastic. Already, this it is. We're gonna say that it is the beginning of this kind of a lesson, and the 8 people already inside the building, and we have 5 likes. Hey, see the roofing? Something is just passing there. Yeah. It is something really that is just happening to the rooftop. Things is just passing there that is just not as usual that Mogesa has just usually had. But we do trust, and we do trust, guys. We do trust into the living. And guys, although we have just started this kind of a live stream while just too late, but it is 8 o'clock p.m. and it is 2013 also p.m., guys. But we're just going to tune in and watch this kind of a lesson. Let's join this kind of a lesson to make sure that we are just going to make sure that there is a much of the motivation, and there is a much of subscribing into this kind of channel, to make sure that we are just going to make sure that, oh Mogesi, we are just going to make it happen. And also, anyone is just allowed to make sure that you are just going to comment and also ask any question. Any question is just allowed for anybody, for everyone. Let me start this kind of lesson, guys. Let me start by this kind of lesson by talking about through the title of our live stream of today. You never know who is just crying. The title doesn't clarify who is just crying. And then into the little sense and into the little meaning, let everyone start from the beginning, and where everyone has just started from. It doesn't matter where Mogesi has just started this kind of a situation, where Mogesi has started this kind of a way of YouTube, until right now where Mogesi has just reached. It doesn't matter. What is just matter there? Smartest. Some guys are just trying to disturb the stream, guys. But we have to bear with the condition circumstances. Guys, there is one of the border that is just Guys, there is one of the border that is just trying to hinder us Mogesi live stream, but we have to bear with condition and circumstance. There is one of the things that have just sending out, but have already finished. And we are just here to make sure that we are just going to continue with this kind of live stream with all of the live stream. Thank you so much. Oh, there is much of the. Let me start with the Gradal Davis. Hey, thank you so much for joining this kind of live stream. We have Bo Hanse. Bo Hanse. Bo Hanse. Hello, bro. Thank you so much. Chat is active. Fantastic. We have Gage, Del, Waza, fantastic, and we have Gradola. Hello, thank you so much. Mambo vipi ndugu. We have for Humble. Everything's fantastic. Bro. Bro. Hey, it's just Bohai. Is it Bohanse? Hello, Bohanse. Hey, Bohanse. Where are you from? Thank you so much. We are just from Africa and we are just from Kenya. We have hello Mogesi, the passage finder. Hello Mogesi, hope you are feeling fine, fantastic. Everything just awesome and everything is fantastic. Finder, hello. Oh guys, I was just not knowing that this kind of lesson was just having a live chat, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much. You have said hi. Thank you so much. Guys, let's move forward. There is some of the points that we are just talking about, and to this kind of live chat, we have what we call moderator, and I do trust who I select to be a moderator. And the work for the moderator is just to delete all is just not is just perfect, and also to make sure that the live chat is just flowing as fantastic. Hello Muges, thank you so much. Have Caroline Achieng. Thank you so much, Caroline Achieng, for joining this kind of live stream. If you're just new to this kind of live stream, let's join by also giving a live stream a like, and also share this kind of a link, because we have much of things that we are just going to reveal, and much of the things that we are just going to broadcast into this kind of one-on-one live, and we have much of the things that we are just also going to answer, because there is people who are just going to ask some of the question, and into the little sense is I have not going through much of a comment section, and this because of sometimes people are not the same. And once Mogesi just agreed. That's the real fact. The only thing that I can just answer is just once you are just flowing at one-on-one, those are the chats that I can just answer. But when you are going and just comment on a comment section, you are just, because you can just find a person just throwing his own on their own things. It also can just make Mogesi to be somehow aggressive. And we have to build condition and circumstance. But today, Titus, hello, greetings from Ghana. Thank you so much. If you are new here, also keep on subscribing, guys. 17 minutes left. Will you post all we forget? What's all about this? Bohanse, what all about this? Don't understand you. I don't understand you. Bohanse, I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Guys, to the real sense, let me start this kind of a lesson because we have no time. And we have to broadcast this kind of a lesson while also time does not take into our position. Let me start this kind of a lesson by speaking this. since I started this kind of YouTube journey, I have never hated nobody. I have never hated nobody. I hate nobody. I hate no one. And sometimes we do act rude when also the situation, we have to see how the situation just look like. You see? But also when the situation is just collect on our side, also we have to answer. Also we have to respond in a correct manner, in a straightforward. What I meant with this kind of lesson by speaking this kind of situation is this one. Guys, since I start this kind of YouTube journey, I do hate what you just call lying. That is number one. And I do go with the real fact. For me to come today into this kind of lesson is this. There is a day that I released one of the clip. I don't know if the GoPro will be just able to play those kind of until the 17 minutes. Let me try to see the 17 minutes. Is it 17 minutes? It is 11 minutes and 17 seconds. The video is just here. Let me show you. It is the second video. It is the second video from the top. I don't know if just clear. Let me try to fix it well. Guys, this is the video. This is the video. It is the second, but the video is saying 11 minutes, 17 seconds. There is a fight that was just ongoing. And it was a serious fight. It was a serious fight. And this one was just started this way. Some ame hai mgusi pronunciation. Blessings Moges, thank you so much. You see helper. You told us you have 17 minutes of footage. It is 11 minutes, guys. Confirmed. It is 11 minutes and 17 seconds. Sorry for confirmation, guys. Sorry for confirmation. Havi, Mweru, Haimugisi, and everyone, thank you so much. What you are doing? Why is your cousin making us himself? Who is that? Who's that Rusia helper? Who is that? Who is that? We have Galino Cheng. All right. Save that video with Charles and another person. They may come for the GoPro again. Show the teeth is just perfect. Nakuona Commander, thank you so much. You have the loafer. Have the loafer. I think the loafer. I think the loafer, you're gonna just comment into this kind of channel so that I can just give you a shout out. Is it? There is one of the guy. I've just forget his name. Ooh. I've just forget his name a little bit, guys. But Just remind me your name, then I'll just give you the shout out, the Lufa. Mhm. I see you. I see you want the teeth. Have the teeth. We have Ready J. Hey, Ready J, thank you so much for joining this kind of one. Actually, I've wanted to stay out of people face in fear of losing his other eye. That was crazy to see him calling on like that is so sad. Fantastic. Let's call 11% left. No, this is not 11%, but this is something small because once we have just introduced a trip like 3 minutes and some of the seconds, we are just going to know what is just going to say, what is just going to be forward. Do you like watermelon? Thank you so much. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Dalmas. Yeah, it is just Dalmas. Yeah, Dalmas. Guys, shout out for the Lufa. Are we just going to join this kind of a live stream? Let's go and also subscribe to the Lufa. The Lufa is the Lufa. The Lufa. You like the then and hyphen. We have all the space is just Lufa. Lufa is just L-O-O-F-E-R. Dalmas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shout out for you, man. Have ready, Jay. We need Juma to come back. Woohoo. Well. William said hi. Thank you so much. Have a great day, Lucia Helper. So, guys, thank you so much. 52 people already watching, and we have 19 people who just watching this kind of live stream. All right. 46, 19 likes. Thank you so much, and we are just going to move forward, and it's all about time also to clear the throat, and we continue with also the live stream. Okay. We are just going to continue with the live stream. Thank you so much, whoever is just going to support this kind of live stream. Disaster belly. To cool the throat, can you sing for by Juno? Oh, I don't know. Can you sing a 4-wheel by Juno? I don't know what you are just talking about. We want to see the teeth. Oh, I was not understanding. All right, guys, we're just waiting for the clip until where the teeth was just shown. And also there is some of the people that were just commenting, oh, Magesi, can you just tell us from the beginning of the fight until the end of the fight, where just the fight end, are you being harmed? And what was just happening until things were just become fantastic? Guys, it's all about negotiating and other things, and all about we are just going to speak here, and what we can just chill into this kind of session is to bear with the conditions, circumstance, and we are just going to make it happen. We have Kozi. Is it Kozi King? I don't want. You want to see the teeth? Please play on YouTube. We have also Shelin complained. Did the Malo and the Uncle Mo hit you? We are just going to know. Afubi Mweru Muges is all about what happened. We watch the video clip and it's just out of order. I hope you are safe. How did you manage to get your camera back? Those are what I was just talking about, because much of the people, they are just here and they want to know what was just happening until where all about was just happening. In the Nkomo land in the bush. Mm-hmm. Guys, we're just going to join this kind of the lesson. Let's do this. Let's do one of big favor. Once you are just my moderate, and once you are just Magis's moderate, let's do this kind of a favor. Whatever you'll just see any of a negative comment, let's swallow it, or let's go with it, or let's deal with it perpendicularly per unit square. King Magesi just want to reveal what is just the reality and the straightforward as the beginning and where it just end. Guys, it's just all about time. Remember that is the day that Mogesi's boutique was just being robbed. I was just having a sad face. It was the day one day after the boutique was just being attacked, or after the boutique was just being robbed. Where I come home and found one of our trends that I do decollect, because it just do brought much of the water into this kind of a session. Those kind of a trench, it was just being, I don't know how I can just explain. It was just being the vehicle was, I don't know, the tipper and the tractor were just destroyed. Remember that is also a place that I do spend my entire day to make sure that I'm just decorating it. That is the place. Sometimes I do spend my money. After I went to the complaint, also my uncle was just having charged because his wages was just being stapled. Is it stapled? It was just being destroyed. It was being destroyed. The trucks and the tipper, it was just passing there. Remember, Mogesi was just used that kind of a way to brought some of the material into my construction site. That way, my uncle have never complained about that. Chief Matiko was just used that kind of a way to brought all of the materials until he managed to finish his project that is just at the top of Mogesi's home without destroying any crop, any veggies, or putting any damage. But after we complain, is now it was just reached to a position where Mogesi's GoPro was just being instructed with some of the goons that took Mogesi's GoPro. Today, Mogesi's GoPro is just going nowhere. Guys, that is where I'll be just back into this kind of title of today. Where are you? Where are you just coming from? Where have you just coming from? Maybe you are just coming from nowhere, somewhere else. Maybe you start this kind of YouTube platform where you are not like Mogesi, but your video, some of your video revealed where you have just come from. You have already analyzing, you have already exposing where you have just coming from. What were you passing before? But also, when it is to that kind of a situation, that now you are just going to take that kind of advantage, that now let me use this kind of advantage to hinder this kind of a boy called Mogesi or somebody else using this kind of advantage, because I have some money that I can do whatever I want. I can just came out and also harassing them, whatever any circumstance. We are just going to say that I'm just going to take you to jail. I'm just going to take all amount of money that I have to take you to jail. But remember, where are you? Where have you coming from? Since even if you are just let me talk about the Lion King. Even if right now you are just a Lion King, that one it doesn't matter, bro. What's up, man? Thank you so much. Just. What's all about that? Uh, just watching you. That is Ready J. Ready J. Village. It look like they are see themselves as large and better than the other villages. That is all about. Um, what is transgender? I don't know that. Guys, the only thing that we are just going to allow here is just only positive comments. We have Franco Felix. Thank you so much for joining. We have Chris Tole. Sometimes, thank you so much, Kim Kilaus, for your work. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. So, guys, there is this kind of goons that was just ordered to pick Mogesi's GoPro. And into this kind of YouTube platform. Everyone was just into YouTube platform, and right now he or she has a GoPro. She was just being using a phone. After that, there's this kind of situation where also maybe somebody was just sponsoring you a GoPro, or you purchase a GoPro. But this kind of a GoPro, there is some of the categories. There is some of I don't know how I can just call it. Is it makings? Because also we have GoPro 10, we have GoPro 7, we have GoPro 9, we have GoPro 10, we have GoPro 12, and the GoPro 13 I think is just the latest one. The GoPro was just ordered to be taken with the Lion King. One of the goon was just ordered to take Mogesi's GoPro. But it was just leads to a session where the one that was just sent to pick Mogese's GoPro. Although right now is just a much of the complaint that how can I become how can I just put it in English? That I never respect him because he has a baby or he has a child. Don't know, guys. There is a situation. Also, there is a voice that was just called that was just being announced. I was just also talking about give me my GoPro, and there is a teen voice was just mbona nikaba. Why am I doing this? Because I was just wanting my GoPro back. That's all about. After that, there is a turn that I throw one of the guy into the maze, asking of the GoPro, and the GoPro was just the one that was just being returned until Mogesi was just evacuated from there. That's all about. Reason being, for me to make this kind of assertion. Also, go and watch that kind of a clip that I released because I can't release this kind of 11 minutes. I can't because of we have this kind of I think how do we call it? Privacy. Is it privacy? Privacy that made me to not to release those kind of 11 minutes video because that you're gonna just found this kind of the teeth was just being dropped, and that is the only thing that made Mogesi to become happy and also smile until Mogesi was just being left with his GoPro. That is GoPro, nigga. They want to collect the GoPro the way they correct Gintus. I love your beards. Very jealous, king of swamp. And your shine necklace. All right. African Jeremy. Thank you so much for joining this kind of live stream. Forever humble also. See you still, you are just there. Ready, J? Big up. And much kudos. We have Bohanse. Mogesi, don't take out your teeth. I can't take my teeth out, but the only thing that people were just asking is I can just show how one of the teeth was just dropped, but due to privacy, I can't. African Jeremy, big shout out for you, my friend, and my big brother. Of just also joining this kind of lesson. Let's go and subscribe also to African Jeremy and say that. Guys, now let's continue with the live stream. Whoever now has any question, you can just be asked. Let's continue with this kind of live stream as one-on-one, and we are just going to end it. We'll be just watching this kind of live stream, and I know also the individual is just still watching. For me to speak this kind of situation, also remember where you start from. You didn't start this way, but due to unconditional circumstance, where there is much of the advice, also fake advice, Now, right now, the way things is just moving, you call your villagers as enemy. No one is just an enemy of you. No one. You are just the one that's just creating much of the enemy. You see? You are just the one just creating much of the enemy. That is the reality. How this kind of the enemy is just being started. This kind of the enemy is just started this kind of this way. Once I help Mogese or somebody else, then one of a client, not a client, let me speak of one of the person said that, "Oh, I see Mogese is just benefiting from that kind of a situation. What's just that Mogese will be benefiting this way? Oh, I see that we are just not going to get, we are just going to get nothing. You see how the movement is just moving? The way how movement are just moving? Then I'll be just coming. Then if Mogese is, the Mendolo Blanket is not smart, I'll just come to, somebody will be just coming to Mogese, talk off. Oh, Mogese, do you know that so and so is the one that making this kind of 1, 2, 3 things, not to let it go? This kind of situation, it was not started as the way it is. This is the reality. But due to unconscious and circumstance, the situation it has become tough. It has become tough. The way they see Mogesi, they'll be just hiding maybe somewhere else. That is true. They'll be just hiding for maybe somewhere else. Maybe into the bush, maybe into the maize farm, to make sure they are not going to meet with Mogesi face to face or eye to eye. You see? And we want those kind of the things as just being participate. The only thing that I will see you, you'll be just my enemy. I don't know if the people they are just getting me well. I don't know if people they are just getting me well. Ooh. I have Samuel. Thank you so much. Point taken, man. Lady J. We have Kofi Kingston. Thank you so much, Kofi Kingston, for joining this lesson. Shout for you, man. Shout for you, my brother. Kofi Kingston. When will they stop fighting villagers? I don't know. That is all about. I don't know me. Is it milestone? If you can't watch, just find somewhere that you can just be feel free, feel comfortable, and watch all about those kind of video. I never seen any drama. Guys, network is just a little bit disturbing. Network is disturbing. Okay, back again, guys. Back again. That was just a little bit disturbing. Of our channel only. Join this kind of channel by also subscribing, like, share, and comment. Comment in a positive way to make sure that we are just going to make it happen, and we are just going to show also much of the motivation. Guys, let's continue our movement. I was just talking of one of the important point, and I never look sad. The only advice that Semoges can just give out is just people they have to change, and once people they have just to change, let them throw back or let them look back where they have just come from, and after they will be just looking where they have just coming from, let them do what is just called all human beings are the same. No one is just perfect. Even him, he do speak through some of the video. He's not perfect. No one is just perfect. Everyone do make some much of the mistake, and everyone do correct his or own mistake. And once a person just being corrected himself, even God do forgive. Even a human being cannot forgive, but once God see that this kind of a human being has changed, things can be well, and you can't find that this kind of movement or this kind of follow up of much of the complaining to the village. There is some of people they were, I don't know if I want to just call it them mosquitoes. They were just talking about, I don't know, they were the only things people they never understood is this one. You know, once we are just the villagers, we are the only villagers. We know what is just inside into this kind of village. We know this kind of village is just so and so is bad. Once so and so is bad, we know that this kind of person is not a good person or is a right person. You see? So the only thing is people they have to stand positive, and people they have to do the right things. The right things means people they have to respect other human beings, as they know themselves that we are just other human beings. Once I will just participate, or once I will be just engaged this kind of situation to Mogesi, this kind of situation, it will be not good to Mogesi. This kind of thing, it will be not good into the villagers. You see? The only thing is you have also to interact with the villagers, speak with them before you take an action. You see? There is a time that I was just made much of the video complaining about the road. It is not a public road. It is one of my uncle. And once he refused that nobody will be just trespassing this way, nobody will be just forcing, because it is not a government road. It was not being a public road. There is no road there. He can start digging it and plant maybe some trees. Would you go and still staple on someone also property? You can't. The only thing is one. Once you see a person just complaining, just slow down. Speak with them in a polite way. Tell them, my friend, or somebody and so, my neighbor, I urge you, 1, 2, 3 things. Let me take a little bit so that I can just transfer here. Nobody will be just stopping. I think if a person is just the medulla oblongata is just beating well, no one can no one cannot accept that. The only thing is people they do beat their chest talking about I have money. Money is nothing. Sometimes money speak, but money is nothing. Money, those are evils. Those are evils. You see? So guys, I'm just ending this kind of live stream and 46 minutes to this kind of live stream, and we have 39 likes, 28 likes, and 39 people watching. Ending this kind of live stream. Any question? 2 minutes is just enough. Any question? 2 minutes is just enough. African Jeremy, thank you so much also for be with me. How can we support you, Mogesi? The only thing you can just support Mogesi is just only by subscribing, like, share, and comment into this kind of session. That is the only much of the support. And every day, come back and watch my video always to make sure that we are just outside to make it happen. But once you sell them land, you must give the Lord. You know, the only things people they never understand, this kind of land we are just stayed, this is an inheritance land. And if a person has just sell from the liver, there is people who are just stayed at the top. Transversal. Transversal, and we have also cross section. You see? Once the cross section has just set the rand, the transversal, if they will be just refusing that, no, Lord is here. No. Now, if I give you the Lord, I'll be just giving you from the liver. Then if you will be just coming also at the top part, there is no way you'll be just passing there. You see? There is no way. The only thing is that you have also to know on how you are just going to negotiate with the other human beings, because you are a human beings too. Because you cannot act like an animal and yet you are a human being. You have hair, you have beards, you have teeth, you can speak. You can see that this is maybe bad. You see? I think now you get me. Bro Hans, I think Bohans. Think exactly African jelly. Yes, Jeremy, can you imagine fighting in the future? Something bad. This will be never end well. Brother of Desmond, thank you so much. Kofi, I know you. Is Kofi Kingston. I know you very well, bro. Mogesi, will you also build a perimeter wall? Where? Maybe there is a place I can just build. But not that I will be just building people not to trespass. People they can just trespass. Guys, I'm just ending this kind of a racing while it is 50 minutes. and some second, and also 41 people watching and 30 likes. Thank you so much for everyone who has just joined this kind of live stream, and thank you so much whoever has just tuned in, and to make sure that we are just ending this kind of live stream together and we start us together. And also much kudos to everyone who is just going to support and going and watch this kind of live stream. And thank you so much whoever just going to subscribing and like, share, and comment. And also much of the kudos, much of the appreciation, always one love and positive vibes. I am Risa. Thank you so much. You have lights. Thank you so much. You have Kaju. Is it Kajuli? We have Gradola Davis. Bye bye. We have Bro Hanse. Like video as you leave. Jeremy, I'm looking for your center at your center. Thank you so much. You have Vemweru, bye bye. We have Ready J, bye bye. Bye everyone. We have Bro Hans, Tafi. Thank you so much, guys. And always one love and positive vibes. We have Chese. You have Chesendra. Chesendra. There is some name here. I don't know if is it Chinese. I really like that song. You, but at the beginning of your video. Thank you so much. Share. Shout out me. I subbed please. I subbed please. Shoot me. You have, is it Celtic Nation? I don't understand. African Journey. Bye bye. Risa, thank you so much. Guys, be safe and bye bye. This is the end.